Okay, so let us come to the WhatsApp. As I said, I am guilty as well, but I am not guilty in one way. So I'll give you a few examples. I go for a holiday. Oh, I am on a holiday actually, right? I am visiting different parts of the country of Canada, and I go for some sightseeing. I take pictures. After taking pictures, till the taking of pictures is fine. But after taking the pictures, I do one big thing, which is an addiction. Till taking the pictures is not an addiction. But after that, I do something which can come in the table of addiction. And what is that?
Posting.
Posting. Fine, till posting also is not so bad. But once I post it on Facebook, there are those three big icons coming below. What are those three captions? You don't know? You all don't use Facebook?
No, I have an account, but I don't use it. So
Okay, okay. So people here are not saying. Anyone else wants to share? What are those?
I don't use Facebook as well.
Yeah, that's okay if you don't use. I'm speaking from those people who use it.
Do they ask for
Oh yes, thanks Sabrina. So there are three things: like, comment, and share. Right?
Yes.
After we post it. And nowadays likes are shown like that. Actually, it's not a very good sign to do like that, but nowadays the world is like that. So if I have 100 likes, I'm fine. I feel so happy. But someone does like that, one dislike, what does it happen to my state of mind? You all can answer. I don't like it. I feel, what is the problem with this guy? 100 people like it and one person not liking. What is the reason? Is he having some problem with me? Why is he like that? So that's first thing. Second is share. Some people start sharing the post. I feel, oh, better, but others are not sharing. So I very quickly ask them, oh, what is the problem? You're not sharing it further. You didn't like it. See my state of mind, how it is affected. And the third most important one is comment. These three icons are there: like, share, and comment. So many nice comments come. Oh, wow, it's nice, Canada, blah, blah, all that. And suddenly a comment comes. The dress which you are wearing doesn't go well with the, like, whatever. So what happens to my state of mind when I see all these? See, so I went for a holiday. I spent money. I'm enjoying my time. Till that is fine. But then why do I want to show it to the world that I'm doing all this? That's addiction. Am I trying to flaunt my money? Am I trying to flaunt my status? Am I trying to show off that, see, I have gone to places where you are not able to go? So if I am so dependent on social media, see, I am feeling happy, fine. But if I'm sharing my happiness, fine. But why should my happiness be dependent on someone else's like, someone else's comment, and someone else's share? So this is called addiction, and this is what we are looking at as doctors now, because we see that there are many people who are addicted to alcohol, maybe cigarette smoking, but nowadays these soft addictions, what we call social media, are coming up in a big way. And it is not a long time further that we will start having WhatsApp and Facebook hospitals. In the sense, people will be so disturbed mentally because they are not getting the number of likes they want. They are not getting the comments they want. So it's being a very, very big mental health problem. And we are already seeing that. And particularly the adolescents. They are just young children going into adulthood, and they are going through all this. And as you can see, all of them constantly are on Facebook and WhatsApp. And moreover, just to give you another side of this, that on Facebook or some other apps as well, people type that they are here and here, location wise, they are enjoying somewhere. And then it is these people in their houses are robbed, because all these people sitting online, what we call those, the ones who hackers, the cyber attackers, those all are just waiting for these opportunities to know that who is not there at his house, and they go and just loot his house. So this is one way. So this shows that how unstable my mind is. I am happy doing something, I am sharing, that's also fine. But why should I be so dependent on what other people are telling me? Same thing applies to addiction of, say, clothes. If I go to a party, I'm wearing a nice suit which I have got, right? And I am happy wearing it. The moment I enter the party, two friends say, "Oh, wow, a beautiful dress, etc. and you're looking very good." But one of the friends comes and tells me, doesn't look like this dress is suiting you. And I think you need to check your dressing sense. What happens to me inside suddenly? I am disturbed. So we need to check that what is my state of mind? Why am I able to not remain stable, do things what I like to do without getting bothered about what the other people are saying? So this shows that we are in a very fragile state of mind. Do you agree, all of you online, that we are very, very fragile in our state of mind? So this is one of the most important addiction which I wanted to cover today, that addiction to people's comments. This is addiction. That I feel good when people say good things about me, but I don't like it when people don't say good things about me. As we go further in other few addictions, someone said already here that addiction to food, and particular types of food I like, particular type I don't like. Any other addictions which we have? If you look at your closets or your wardrobes, you can see you are having
I'm a political
political
junkie.
junkie.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to elaborate on that? What does that mean?
I love watching the news, what's
Yes.
going on in
So yeah, so what's going on in the world?
Yeah, and then I have to detach. It's a task. You get too involved. I know that. But I don't have it. I don't go to what you're saying with, like, I'm not really live on Facebook, so I don't really know, but I've never understood this need of comment and approval, whatever. But I'm a political person.
Yeah, so see, one of the sisters here is sharing that she's addicted to a political junk, in the sense to news which is around, and listening to what's happening in the world. So to some extent, it is fine if I hear the news just to keep myself updated what's going on. But if I am just so glued to that I just can't live without that, then it becomes an addiction. So all of us need to check what we are addicted to. So I'll move further. I was coming to the example of wardrobe. I gave you an example, a hint. What is there in the wardrobe which tells me I'm addicted to dash? Lots of clothes, lots of footwear. Yeah, it is being recorded. Yes, no problem. It's being recorded. Thanks. Yeah. So yeah, so you know, when we look at our clothes, our footwear, we know that we are not even wearing so many clothes, and the footwear is just lying since such a long time. Despite that, I go and buy more clothes and more footwear. What does this show? I'm addicted to just shopping, and I'm just filling up my closet with things which I know I'm not even using. How many pairs of shoes can we wear at one point of time? Only one pair. How many pair of whatever shirt, pant, or whatever dress? Only one thing at one time. So this is another addiction which is very common nowadays. The next addiction, which I think is very rampant again, is relationship addiction. So if you go say around 15-20 years ago, when the smartphones weren't there, the relationships were more on a physical level with each other. People used to date, further go on marriage or not, that's all a secondary thing. But people used to meet each other, and nowadays it has become so easy. There are so many dating websites. People just sit on there for hours and hours interacting with someone whom they don't even know. And sometimes people don't even share their photos online. They say, no, I'm not comfortable. So you don't know whether it's a hacker from there, whether it's someone who's cheating you from there. And they feel comfortable. The people who are on the dating websites, they feel comfortable sharing their stories with strangers rather than sharing it with their close friends or family members. So what is all this? This is really addiction at its height. So how do we need to get rid of this? Because we are almost approaching 6:23, a few more minutes left for 6:30. So first of all of you, almost 22 participants, all of you agree that we are addicted in some way or the other?
Absolutely.
And over the last 20 years or so, the addictions have increased or decreased?
Increase.
Increased. And do all of us feel that as we go further onwards now, as science and technology progress more, will the addictions increase or decrease?
Increase.
It will definitely increase. So in this maddening world of science and technology, why I'm using the word maddening, science as technology has given us a lot of good things as well. But science and technology is not bad. Who is bad?
Yeah.
The person using it is bad, right? So we need to check that the smartphone hasn't got any.
Control on.
I'm coming to that good one.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. That's what I'm coming to. The smartphone is a living thing or a non-living thing? It's a non-living thing. Who is a living thing? The user is a living being. So as you rightly said, don't worry, it was right, that a non-living thing is controlling a living thing or a living being. And when I say living being, it reminds me that all of us are human beings. Are we human things? No, this is a thing. Whereas I am not a human thing, I am a human being. Am I a human doing? Sounds very odd to the ears. We are not human doings as well. Because the entire day, what do we keep doing? We just keep doing things. But what is the meaning of human being? Being means being, my energy, what I am. And human comes from the word humus. Humus means matter. So I am the energy. I'm using this body which is made up of physical matter, and I am the controller. But I have given away my control to such an extent, forget the body, I am not even able to control this. On the contrary, the smartphone is controlling me. So we have really gone to that level where we are not able to take control of anything. So would all of you online as well who are listening, do you feel that you want this control back in your life?
Yes.
Yes, obviously all of us would say it's a yes. And how do we do that? It's not very easy. I can go and give you, yes?
Turn it off.
Yeah. So, yes. So Sabrina is saying, I like your answer, Sabrina. Disconnect. Yes. Good. So, when I say disconnect is not a very good word. It doesn't sound very nice. It's like detached from the entire world. But can we do something whereby we are in the world and can get disconnected? That is what we call detachment. Can we practice detachment? At least to say from the mobile first to start with? Yes, we can. And when I say detachment, please understand the perspective of detachment. I don't mean to say detach yourself from the people. I don't mean to say detach from your jobs and sit at home. Detach from your mobile phone, don't use mobile phones. I'm not saying that when I say detachment. When I say detachment, I mean to say the comments which are coming on the Facebook, I need to detach from them. Isn't it a difference? So not detachment from people, but detachment from people's comments, detachment from people's behaviors. Let me give you an example. I have 4 or 5 participants in front of me. I go to your house and you cook a big meal for me. 4 different dishes, starters, ending with a dessert. So total 6. I'm very happy. You're a good cook and you like cooking, right? That's your quality. After a few weeks, 2 weeks, I come to your house and then you knock on the door, my door where I live, and then I very stealthily open it very little bit and say, oh, it's you. What's the matter? How are you here? What feeling does it give you? But why is he behaving like that? He had come to my house, had a big meal, and I have 1 meal a day. So why is he behaving like that? Anyway, I open the door, I tell you, please come and have a seat. And I ask you, oh, I think you already would have had tea. Or do you want me to make some tea for you? So what happens to my state of mind when I listen to this comment? Or when you listen to this comment? You don't like it.
You don't want to make the tea.
Or you don't want to make the tea, that's fine. But you feel this person is so dash dash. Yes, I can see some answers coming. Let me just read those as well. Okay. So Sabrina is just saying disconnect, disconnect, right? So we should be disconnecting from this. But let me finish the example here, what I wanted to tell you all. So she's come to me and I have not really honored her the way she did to me, right? I haven't regarded her as she did for me. And what will she feel? She will not like it. She'll say, okay, and she would not want the tea as well, and she'll leave. Now, to add to the spice, after a few more weeks, I again go to her house. And what do you feel? Will she make 4 and 6 dishes for me?
Yeah. Maybe she's not the door.
She'll not open the door, right? And what does she feel?
I would make the dishes.
You make a dish of 6 of them again.
Yeah, well, you're coming to my house.
Okay, so let me read the comments here as well again.
You may not be
Okay.
as receptive to the person.
Right. So definitely, what am I trying? I mean, that's not your way. That's fine. That's beautiful because you are a beautiful person that way. But the usual sense of dealing with people would be tit for tat,
Oh,
right? Because I cooked something for you, but when I come to your house, you don't even give me a cup of tea. And now I'll show you how can I behave with you when you come. When you come, you're not regarded at all. You're not looked after. You're not even asked whether you want to have a meal or etc. So this is what we call the usual way of living. So can we change this? Is it possible? Because what happens, I am a good cook, like the sister is a good cook. She likes cooking for people. That's her quality. But what has happened, looking at my quality, she has copied my quality. And what has she done? Her original quality of being a good cook has gone away. So just looking at my bad quality, she has lost her original good quality. And that's what happens in the world. When we start copying each other, this is what happens. We are on a very, can be very dangerous. This is just one quality of being a good cook, for example. But we have so many qualities. And it is not only one person I interact in life with. We interact with how many people? Quite a few people. I don't want to say the number. And if I have, say, 10 qualities and I interact with 10 different individuals, none of the interaction is a good one. So I will start losing my good qualities. So this is a risky affair and we don't want to go into this because we need to preserve our qualities or just give it off. What do you feel? You need to preserve it. So come what may, whatever the other person is doing, I should not be copying his behavior. And here at Brahma Kumaris in the Raj Yoga meditation, we are taught that you don't have to copy people. Do something great so that people start copying you. And if we want to copy, it is, yeah, fantastic answer by Prema. Do not change your personality. That's what she's saying. My personality is, I have so many qualities. So why should I give up my qualities if the other person is not behaving according to? And I think we discussed that. And someone from the online said that I like people to behave the way I want them to. But do you feel that people will behave as you all want them to behave? Is it possible? It's not even remotely possible. And even if someone is behaving, will it be one person or the entire world will behave with me as I want it to happen? It can be just one or two whom I pressurize, maybe my kids, my husband, my wife, my parents, who I am in close relation, they may listen to me, but not the entire world. So who is it easy to change? Myself or others? Yourself. So let us try to do self-transformation. And I think this is the reason we are addicted to people's behaviors. This is addiction in one way again. If I am copying people's behaviors, I'm addicted to copying them. Why should I copy them? Because it's an example, I'll come to you. It's an example of a Xerox machine, a photocopy machine. So the first page, when we take a photocopy of the original, it is quite good. But if I take the 100th copy, how will it be? Very light. So same thing. I mean, when I start copying one person, fine, it's not so bad. But when I start copying other people's behaviors, looking at their negative qualities, I start picking them up and they come into me. And then I never even know when I lose my good qualities, when I lose my own personality trait. Yeah, you were saying?
I just wanted to make sure that copying in nature is not bad itself, because let's say that I'm not a good person and not a good cook you are, and I come into your home and I feel all this guilt and everything. So I copy you next time when you come to my place or when anyone else comes to my place. That in nature is too when I copy, right?
Oh, yes, so we can copy good things.
So copying in nature is good.
Yeah.
Don't copy the bad.
Yes, absolutely. So copying, yeah, good you got this point. So copying good things is very good because I am enriching myself. But copying negative things is a risky affair. But what do you feel that in this world, how many people are there who want to copy good things? It's a big question mark. And I think good things sell or bad things sell. What do you feel? Or say negative news sells more or positive news sells more? What do you feel?
Oh, negative.
Negative. But for the smartphone and the entire news world the political world, entire world is full of negative news.
Yes.
In the newspaper as well, you get good things, but they are not on the first front page. They are somewhere beneath on the third or fourth page, a very small column. So therefore, I think we are in a world full of negativity. We are surrounded by a lot of negativity. How much soever we try to maintain our positivity and retain our positivity, we are pulled by negativity. So it can be a bit challenging in this world to retain your positivity. So therefore, I just picked up on this point that it's best not to copy people, particularly the negative things. Okay. So what can we do? The audience can answer this now. So what can we do to stop this addiction? I'll just revise the addictions which we have covered so far. Addiction of social media, addiction of wrong eating habits, addiction of sleep, addiction of political news. Someone said addiction of people behaving like me. And then other things were addiction of relationships, addiction of clothes, etc., etc. So what is the way to make sure that my mind remains stable? Can you all suggest something? You all said a very beautiful thing, detachment. I'll just revise that. Detachment from what? Not from people, but from people's behaviors. Detachment from people's attitudes. Detachment from people's comments. They are commenting, but it's okay. And when I say detachment, I'm trying to respect that person. If he doesn't like me and is commenting, that's fine. That is his perspective about me. But I know how I am. So I respect that person. I don't have negative feelings for him. Oh, why are you like that? Why are you telling this about me? No, that's your perspective about me. I respect your perspective, but I respect myself as well. And we need to work on our self-respect because the world outside there is full of negativity. A few people may appreciate you and say positive statements, but the majority are sitting there to pull your leg. That's the world around. I'm not trying to defame the world, but that's the negativity in the world which we are living around. So we have to really make sure that we maintain our own self-respect. And that can only be done by giving a little bit of time to ourselves. And I think Raj Yoga meditation, which is taught here, helps you to realize your inner value, what you are, and get connected to that inner core which you are, a beautiful core which you are, full of values, what you are. And then once you get connected to yourself inside, then thinking about detachment doesn't matter because you're so lost in your own self in a good way, not full of yourself, but you know your self-respect, your self-esteem, that come what may, whatever other people say, you're not getting affected. And that is what is called true detachment. So I think, yeah, quite a few people are using this word. In Hindi, we call it Swaman. Swaman means respecting the self. Swa means self. Man means respecting. So I should be able to respect myself. And this is a very important paradox. People say, oh, people are not respecting me. They are not giving me regard. They are not behaving with me properly. Why is it? Because I am not respecting myself. The moment we start respecting ourselves, we will get rid of addictions in a second. And then we will not be dependent on what other people are saying about me. So do all of you on the online participants, do you all want to experience practicing this self-respect or swaman and want to get rid of these addictions? People have started answering yes. So I'll go further. Yeah, someone is saying that thank you for talking about addiction to political news as well. Yeah, it was one of the sisters here said, so I took that point. So we are a group of a nice 25, 30 people together online, offline. So what we'll do is, it is 6:40 now. We have just around 20 more minutes. So I would want you all to experience the inner being, the inner core, what I am or who I am, and what are my values. So for that, I would take you into the meditative experience in the last 10 minutes. And before we go that, can we have a few questions from your side if you have any questions? So you all are welcome to maybe open your video cameras as well and ask.
We can stop pause the recording.
Yeah, it
question
will
and answer, so that
pauses that one. Okay. So
uh,
we have restarted the recording. Don't worry, your questions were not recorded at all because we respect your privacy. So why is meditation important in life? Meditation, medi means it's a medicine. It comes from the word mediri, and mediri means to heal oneself. So whatever traumas I get from people's comments, behaviors, attitudes, my mind gets wounded over a period of time. Have you experienced, all of you experienced that? Rather than the wounds of the body, it is the wounds in the mind which are there since a long period of time, and we are not able to cover them, or we are not able to heal them. Okay, so when I say meditation, meditation simply means to take care of your thinking, of what you are thinking. Right now it's around 6:50 p.m. in the evening. What am I thinking at the moment? That is also called the concept of mindfulness, because it is medically proven that around 85% times the mind is thinking about the past. Around 10 to 12% the mind is thinking about the future. It's hardly 1 or 2% we are in the present. And it is because of this habit that we are not able to remain in the present that we don't enjoy life, because we are constantly thinking about the good things happened in the past, or even the bad things happened in the past. Some people ask me this question, okay, I'm not thinking negative about the past, which is good. I'm thinking the good things, the good old days which we had in the past, I'm thinking of those. Is there a risk about thinking about those things? What is the risk?
Well, you may not predict because you want to have them back.
Yeah, and you can't have them back. So you're again risking, because again you're going down. So I need to make sure that even if something good has happened, it has happened. It is a past. And therefore we say, it's a very nice saying in the world outside there, that past is past, P-A-S-S-E-D, it has gone. What we call it is in one way, cancelled check of your life, which you can't encash. It's a check which has been cancelled. You can't use it. Future is a promissory note, which means if I have a check, someone has a demand draft or a check, some date is written on there after 2 months. I have to wait for the 2 months to get the cash from that check, right? So future is something which is also not in my hands. So what is the present cash available? The present time. And it's a beautiful word. The present time is a present for all of us, which we really have not realized. It's a present for us. Present means a gift. And that we can do by practicing this concept what we call mindfulness, whereby we take our mind into the present moment, create good, beautiful thoughts about self, connect to the supreme source, what we call. By the way, all of you online as well as here, do you all believe in the existence of God? Of course, that's good to hear in the West, of course. How many of you online say that? Okay, a few hands are coming up, and I will just see the few comments here. So, yes, some people, I don't think I have time to take this positive addiction, brother or sister. We'll take it sometime later because we don't have time today. So yeah, coming to this, that it's good to know that all of you believe in the existence of God. And for some people who don't believe in the existence of God, they still do believe that there is an energy, there's a cosmic energy which is governing things. They do still believe in that existence. So it is God or supreme being, what we call. And it's important to realize that he is the source of everything. When I say he, it is not a gender, it's not a man, but he is the Godfather, we say, right? Usually. We don't say Godmother. So Godfather, therefore the word his comes with that. So if I can connect myself to the supreme being, the source of all virtues and powers, then all these things, addiction, all these things seem very fickle. They don't exist because I'm connected to the supreme. Constantly I'm receiving the energy. And what is all this? This is nothing. This is not even 1% of my life. It is? It's dust. Yes, that's the word. A strong word, but that's the word. So can we just get connected, all of us? Can we do a little bit of meditation in the next 7-8 minutes? Okay. And I think I'll start as always. You can just one. So what we'll do is we'll play some soft background music. And it's already on. So I hope the music is audible. And I would request you all to, I can't see you all, but that's okay. But make sure that in the next 7 or 8 minutes, you don't get disturbed by whatever is happening in your surrounding room, wherever you are. And make yourself seated straight in the place where you are sitting. You can keep your eyes open or shut. I leave it up to you, whatever you're comfortable with. And just follow the comments, the thoughts which I'm giving you. So let's begin. Take a few deep breaths in and out. The deep breath coming in and the breath going out. And as you do so, your body starts getting relaxed. Relax your body. As you start relaxing your body, you'll see that the mind also is becoming a bit relaxed and calm. And in this relaxed state of mind, create this beautiful thought. I am a peaceful, positive being. I am peace. My original nature is of peace and stability. And see, how do you feel when you tell these comments to yourself? You feel very nice about yourself. And it gives you a sense of well-being. the feel-good factor is enhanced. Who am I? Is the question which bothers all of us. So today, tell yourself, I am this beautiful being of light, the conscient energy, which is full of values, virtues, and powers. Being peaceful and positive is my original nature, because that's what I am originally. The moment I start creating such positive thoughts, these thoughts travel from my mind to the body, and positive hormones or good hormones start getting secreted, due to which I feel very good about myself. And this is what is called developing self-respect. Respecting the self for what I am. Let us take the next step in meditation now. Having realized the true self, let me visualize another point of light or energy. God, Ishwar, Allah, whatever you are comfortable with, whatever word. As I am the point of light, the Supreme Being also is a point of light. But it's the ocean of all virtues and powers. As I am a peaceful being, God is the ocean of peace. Let me try to connect to that ocean. Visualize that ocean of peace on the top of your head and see the rays of peace entering your body. God, who is the Supreme Being, is the source of all virtues and powers. And His presence in life is just one thought away. The moment I connect to the divine source, I start filling up myself with that supreme energy. And then dependencies on others and others' behaviors goes away. I am a totally detached being, but along with being detached, I'm equally loving as well. So in my interactions with others, from today onwards, let me practice this of how I can be detached but loving at the same time. Being in the company of people, but detached from their comments, behaviors, and attitudes. Respecting them for what they are and their perspective, but still maintaining the high self-esteem of who am I, and see what wonders you create in life when you start doing this. Again, let's come to this single thought. I am a peaceful and positive being. And as each one of us in this room who's offline, and all of you on Zoom online, are situated in this beautiful thought of being peaceful, all of us radiate this energy of peace in the surrounding where we are. And let us radiate this peace to the entire world, particularly so in areas where people are suffering for whatever reason. There are many things happening in the outside world which are causing pain and suffering in the lives of people. But let me, through my thoughts of being peaceful and positive, try to send this healing energy to all the ailing souls around. Because I am the child of God. As God is the ocean of peace, so am I the master ocean of peace. The peaceful being radiating peace to one and all, the entire world. So check your state of mind, how you're feeling now. Just 10 minutes of this brief meditation which we did. And gradually now come back into the awareness of the room where you are in. Still holding on to this beautiful, positive and peaceful feeling. Who am I and who do I belong to? Om Shanti.